Hey everybody, welcome to Whack and Roll Vagabonds. My name is Luke, I'm your GM, and a new season of Queer Eye just sort of aired round about this time. Jonathan Van Ness cried, and I've been crying every day since.
Hello, my name's Tom. I play Phalark, the half-elf sorcerer, that's the one, and I nearly blinded my family with cheese.
Hi, I'm Dora, and I play Philippe. Speaking of cheese, I've finally completed my epic cheese pilgrimage, or also known as fromagerage.
I think that one was a bit of a stretch. Anyway.
We've just done 3 intros, no comments, just like, don't like that one.
Wow.
Now we're all going to be judging Al's real harshly.
And I'm Al. I'm a CG cat with really bad proportions, and I play Yaga.
No. I don't want.
James Corden cat is real and can hurt you.
It's still less offensive than the real James Corden, but it's still not nice.
Ooh, burn.
We ended the last session with the 3 of you coming out of the teleportation chamber. And for a friendly reminder for the dear players who are dumb and forget things, you have one locked door that is, well, you've never actually investigated the door that is in front of you. And you have a chamber off to your right that you haven't investigated, and also a pedestal in the middle with a glass screen on it that you haven't investigated.
That's like 3 whole things. Can you write them down?
A door ahead, a door to the right, and a pedestal in the middle.
Given that in the chat Luke has called the door in front of us big important.
It's important, Joe.
I think we should look at that one.
No, I want to go right first. Because big important implies, okay.
Because I did say first, so I'm going to knock on the door.
But
You're going to approach the door.
Well, you can stop me if you want. My character sheet still isn't charged.
okay, well then I'm going to stop you. I'm going to stop you and explain my rationale. My rationale is if there's a door that looks like it could lead to the end of the dungeon, I might not be able to go back and do some fucking treasure crawling, so I want to do everything that looks less important first.
That's true. Phalark just stood there making, dial-up noises as he turns off.
While he remembers who he is.
Before we go to any other room, should we see what the panel in the middle of the room is?
Maybe we should. Yes.
You approach the panel. It is a piece of black glass in the center of a raised stone pedestal. When you approach it, it's very recognizable as a similar sort of panel to one outside of this wing of the dungeon. The one that you first met Medi on.
I guess I'm just going to go up to it and give it a little rap with my knuckle and go, Medi.
The glass panel flickers on with a faint green light, and the letters MEHDI appear, and underneath it, words begin to spill out, so it reads, Mechanical Engineered Head, Designed for Intelligence. And at which point, from the side of the screen, the little brain figure waddles on with a series of boop, 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 boops. And it raises its little mortarboard hat, and Medi's voice says, How can I assist you?
Do you do Tetris?
Please wait. And then just... a game of Tetris does appear on the screen. There's no obvious joystick to play it, though. And after 2 seconds, it just stacks up really bad. And it's Medi's voice is You're not very good at this, are you?
Ah, jeez. How do we control it?
I take foresighted damage.
Sure.
No, I can't turn my character sheet on. I can't take damage right now.
I can't take damage. My dog ate my homework.
Phalark's just glitching like a Bethesda feature right now. He's trapped underneath the door, flipping like a fish.
Did we actually need Medi for anything? Or are we just being curious? Sorry, I think we were just looking around to see if this would work.
If what would work?
Why is there so much ding-dang electronics and computers and labs and shit in this church?
Good question.
This is not just a church. This is the facility of the Grove. This is where we research science and all that cool stuff. Science is cool, kids. Don't forget.
Yes, science, not just botany or chemistry. Just all science.
What is botany?
Botany, my dear, is the study of plants.
Well, you learn something new every day. Education is fun, kids.
Mr. Betty, how come you had Hera locked up here?
There's a moment where it's and it's Hull here is a vast source of energy. In order to power the facility, a vast source of energy was required.
And what happens if we disconnect the energy?
We have stored energy to last this facility for 1,000 years.
Oh, good. So we're not just going to be pissing about in the dark. I'd hate to lose my sight again.
Medi then goes, no, in that way, you would break the dungeon.
Well, it's good to know there's no
Heck.
consequences for our actions. How do we quiz the machine about the moral quandaries of locking this person up forever?
Yeah.
It seems a bit rude to me.
She is a sentient being, after all.
Were you ever gonna let Hull Hero go?
Yes, once we had powered the facility, the scientists would set her free.
Ah, and they're all not here right now, right?
I detect 3 signs of life.
We're life. We're not scientists,
One.
dear.
2,
I think
3.
everybody else went to lunch.
Or dead.
What can you tell
No.
us about Tiffany? It was Tiffany, wasn't it?
It was Tiffany.
Tiffany was an orc. They were in charge of the electricity.
Just all electricity. In charge of all.
And when did Tiffany disappear from your monitoring?
The last time I met Tiffany was... And then a large number appears because the time scale of, like, old Luke's universe and current one, the gap between there changes constantly, and I'm not sure where it was. I think it's like a few hundred years.
Oh,
It was,
dear.
she,
But
was
that's-
she was away for she was locked up for 200 years.
Oh yeah, she was locked up for 200 years, so it's about that long.
Or we could ask him what is in these 2 rooms that we're about to just bust on into. Medi,
Smart.
what can you tell us about
Hello.
the 2 rooms we have not yet investigated? I'm assuming you know which ones I mean.
Sure, for the sake of convenience.
Thank you.
I think that the doorway to the right, like, opens up and then shuts a couple of times, like, that door leads to the alchemy lab. And then the door in front of you says, the remaining closed door leads to my central unit.
Oh,
Yaga, Felak, should we go to the alchemy room first then?
I think so.
Why not? There might be a pick-me-up in there and I could really use one.
Bye-bye.
You wander down the corridor and you wibble-wobble down the chamber a little bit, and you eventually pass under a stone archway. When you do, your skin kind of tingles a little bit.
Arcana check. I want to do one.
Go for it.
16 plus 2 is 18.
Okay, I'll describe the room, then I'll explain what you think it may be.
Okay.
So, the alchemy chamber, it's a circular room, and it has a large series of glass vats with various coloured liquids attached to the walls. In the centre of the room, there is a pedestal with a large red button. There is also a skeleton propped up in the room on the other side on the opposite side, with a small notebook in one hand, and his head lolled to one side, wearing another one of these lab coats.
Got a ton of these fuckers just lying around.
Well, we got told off last time we didn't search a skeleton, so I'm going to go search a skeleton.
I want to press the button.
I expect the notebook is important.
So, Philippe.
Philippe was just gonna sort of like slowly edge towards it, just like he'll be looking Yaga and Feyak dead in the eye with his hand just stretched out, but he's not gonna press it just yet.
Dexter's lab-ass bullshit. Philippe, heal.
I'm not a dog.
No, he's asking for.
Eat like one.
No, he's asking you to heal him.
I mean,
He doesn't do that.
to be fair, I could do with that, yeah. I can't see my character sheet, but I'm pretty sure I remember being bad.
Really tempted to push a button now after you saying heal. Gotta push it.
Wait.
You're gonna push it.
Nope.
No.
Okay, if you want, like, Philippe has declared he's pushing the button. If you want to stop him, please give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh,
And Philippe, could you please just give me a a sleight of hand check, please?
hang on, I need to get to the
I'm
right tab.
trying.
And also, it's a sleight of hand check with advantage because Philippe literally has his finger on the button,
Dex is plus
and you're
2.
trying to stop him from pushing it down.
I got 19.
Blow his finger off.
And if it was a dexterity save.
Yeah.
Oh, I got 19.
Ooh. Naughty.
Could you both please re-roll once? No additions, just straight d20.
Okay. Yes.
Yep, no numbers.
Okay, go on now.
10.
4. That was with a dab. I dabbed on the 4.
I was wondering why you were sounding so victorious with that.
I know, right?
Yaga, you just sort of like run in and just with your cane just like whap Philippe's finger off the button. Like fucking like you know like just like Mr. Miyagi, you know, like these sort of like the master sensei starts like whoa. And you're like,
Yes, you can push it, but not until we know what it does.
I'm happy with that. As long as Philippe gets to push the button, Faylock.
Okay, so are we...
Phaelach is
Are we...
still just in the corner going...
Tom, how long is it going to take your thing to charge?
I'm trying so hard. Every time I turn it on, it turns itself back off again.
Okay, so you wanted to have a look at the skeleton and specifically the notebook in his hand.
I wanted the notebook. Tom wants to loot people.
I'm gonna play
In
with
general,
the
he's another one of these ones wearing a long lab coat. His name tag says Krendip. That's a really bad name, Krendip, but we're sticking with it. Krendip.
Okay.
It sounds like the
It's
worst condiment.
Yeah, like is Kren something like literally a dip for Kren?
This very dead man is offended by what you're saying about his name. Krendip is like the John of this world, so you all think it's very normal.
Oh, okay. Right, Luke, I'm holding that to you now. We must meet loads of Kren dips during our adventures.
I don't want that.
You just said it's the John of this world.
Guys, when
Krendip.
when this podcast becomes famous, one of our first pieces of merchandise will be a name tag which just has "Hi, my name is Krendip" on it.
Have I spelt it right, by the way?
Yeah, you did spell it right. It's CRNDIP.
CRENDIP.
Nah, no, let's screw it. No, you don't. It's Krendip. No, there isn't.
Well, anagramsolver.net isn't helping.
And on
was
the
thinking
name
that as
on the
well.
name tag.
All I'm
On
getting is the prince.
If only there was like plot to be done.
On the name tag, it would be like when they sort of like they write Kundup, but they forgot the E, so there's a little arrow up with the E underneath.
Yes, that's actually canon now. Krendip was not a very smart man. Okay,
He was just a
except he was a
scientist.
very smart man, as shown by the notebook he's holding, which is actually mostly destroyed.
Ah, dang.
It's kind of like fallen apart with age. However, there is a page that's still open, and it reads: Potion of invisibility plus poisonous extract plus potion of cure finally gives me the desired effect.
Okay.
But what was the desired effect?
We don't know. We'll have to figure that out ourselves.
Whoa!
If it's potion of dick fall off, you can't risk it.
Now you notice the skeleton doesn't have a dick.
Or skin.
Yaga!
I don't know why I think that's so funny.
Yaga, he's missing his dick bone.
That's not a thing.
How else do you get baby skeletons?
Phaelach has very little grasp of anatomy.
Clearly.
So there are these 9 vats around the room, and then there's the thing in the middle with the big red button.
Right. Okay.
Okay. Philippe, taste each of the vats.
No.
Philippe
Don't do
sticks
that.
a finger in.
Into which
Wait, are you
one?
going to stick a finger in one of the vats?
Have they all got like a
Identifying, like, label?
Philippe
They are all coloured.
Ooh. Racism.
Philippe dips. He grabs a lock of his hair and dips it in.
Okay, I'm going to type out all the colours, and in the order they are going clockwise. And I'm going to read them out loud, obviously, as well, for people who don't have the ability to read our Discord chat. So it's clear.
One.
Yep, a clear, white, black, blue, green, yellow, red, pink, orange, and silver.
That's a lot.
Yep.
I listen to Sawbones. I know that silver is mercury. We should stay the fuck away from that.
Also, could you all please give me an investigation check?
Okay.
I can, and I'm so happy to be able to do so.
Did you cover what I got for my Arcana check? Because we walked
Nope.
through and it was tinglies?
I just forgot because it's been a while.
Ah, I see.
Ooh! 19.
Investigation is on intelligence, so that's only 13.
I got a whole 3.
Fantastic.
Philippe, you're like
Pretty colours.
pretty colours, but there's that big red button. You're just like, I wanna just play with that big red button. I wanna push so deep on that big red button.
Should I go and push that big
And-
red button?
The rest of you,
He's too young.
the other two of you, you find a series of small labels scattered around the room that look like they have fallen off of these vats with age.
Okay.
How convenient.
And they read. Are you ready, kids?
Aye, aye,
Aye,
Captain.
aye, Captain.
Distilled Nightmare, Potion of Invisibility, Potion of Fire Breathing, Holy Water, Potion of Healing, Essence of Thunder, Potion of Flying, Poison Extract, and Potion of Petrification.
Oh, jeez.
All right.
So those labels are separate from?
They are all scattered around the thing. They are not
They're
assigned
not
to
in
any
order,
vats.
yeah. We have to find
Okay.
the right way.
Mehdi, all the labels fell off. Can you put them back on?
I don't know if we can talk to Mehdi from in here.
I assume this is the puzzle that might take us a while.
Trial and error.
Oh no. I don't like that.
Look, as long as we find the potion of healing first, we'll be fine.
Now, Al, Yaga gave me an Arcana check when you entered the room, and it was a good one. You kind of get the idea where the idea of, you kind of like look at these potions, and you look at the archway, and you see a series of runes kind of scattered around it, and it looks like this was a contained laboratory. That archway is designed to stop you from carrying the contents of these vats out of the room.
I see.
Because, nya.
Because if something is helpful, why would we want to keep it?
With any of the vats, is it a similar colour to where Whole Hero was kept?
What do you mean?
As in, like, the cloud that she was in, or any of the things here very similar colour to that, or a similar colour to my new tattoo? Out of curiosity.
No. However, could you now all please give me either Arcana or Nature checks? Up to you.
No, I'm picking. That's an 18 on nature.
I don't have either.
6.
Which one?
Oh, I got an 18.
What did I get
nice.
for my investigation, by the way? Was it the labels?
The labels.
Cool.
Yes.
I found them on the floor.
Phalar, you're just like, I want to drink it. You're like, this is the best way of figuring out what these do. If I drink them, I'll know what they do.
Oh dear.
Meanwhile, the other two of you are like, I recognize this colour. I recognize this design. I recognize this sort of thing.
I recognize
And you
this colour.
get-
It's blue. I've seen that before.
Thomas.
Sorry.
That's mean to the colourblind people, Tom.
Yeah.
So you get a series of clues. With your knowledge of, Al, with your knowledge of general herbology, and Philippe, with your knowledge of, like, plant, in essence, like, things that you can pigment, and, like, which plants you've been like, right, don't grind that up because it's bad for you, and so on and so forth, you come up with the following clues. First of all, you are convinced that white and blue are not safe to drink. And also, you come up with the idea that you don't think any of the required potions are primary colours. So the required potions being, I've lost it, Potion of Invisibility, Poisonous Extract, and the Potion of Cure.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You also think that the Invisibility Potion is directly next to the Poisonous one, and also the Healing Potion is next to Orange. Don't ask me how you figure these clues out, it's a puzzle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So just a question on that front, Luke. Presumably the order that the colours have been given to us is the order that they are in the room, yeah?
Yes.
Is it just, are they in a line, or does it like come full circle?
It's a circular room, however, they end at the archway.
Right.
So it is a line, it doesn't go in a full circle because it's broken.
Right,
So it is
okay.
clear, white, black, blue, green, yellow, red, pink, orange, silver.
And silver and clear aren't next to each other.
No, we wouldn't count that as next
In the
to each
sense
other.
of the puzzle.
I don't-
Cool,
I'm going to
okay.
double check that.
I'm drawing out my own.
Same here.
That's fair.
I love these sort of things.
Yeah, this is fun. I
Maybe it won't just be
honestly
me.
just want to try and drink the pink one though.
Do you want to do that? You actually can if you want to.
No, give us a moment.
Luke going, oh god, makes me worry
Orange
though.
and silver.
Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean by none of the required potions are primary colours?
None of the ones, invisibility, healing, and the poisonous extracts are not primary colours, and those are the ones we need to solve this puzzle. Because in the notebook, that was the only page that was left intact. It says these three are produce the desired result.
Right,
Okay.
squad, I've got an idea. I'm gonna drink the pink one,
Just because
And
you
if-
want to.
and if I keel over, that means the silver one's got to be a potion of healing. So give me that one, yeah.
What? How do you... What? Okay.
Well, we know if the healing one's next to orange, so it's got to be either pink or silver, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So if
okay.
if I drink one of them and it's bad, give me the other one.
Right. That actually makes sense.
I chugged a pink. Well,
Okay, can you please give me a wisdom saving throw, please?
Oh, that doesn't sound like a healing potion. Hang
No,
on.
it doesn't.
A wisdom saving throw. That would be a. Oh, it's only +1. Oh, it's only a 9.
You guys watch Phalark drink this pink vial, and when you drink it, Phalark, the world begins to like grow outwards. It doesn't taste particularly nice. It's quite a bitter taste, and like it makes you get a little woozy for a second, and the world begins to like stretch outward, and you watch like Yaga and Philippe like fly off into the distance until for a moment like you are just sort of like standing by yourself, but you are so aware of this like overwhelming sense of isolation, and you're just sitting there like feeling more alone than you've ever felt in your entire life. And you take
Somebody got asked what their biggest fear was.
that's exactly what happened. You take 14 points of necrotic damage
Right,
as you chug back a distilled nightmare.
Oh, Phalak fall down.
Phalark's unconscious.
Phalak
So-
fall down.
Oh, jeez. So Silver is healing.
Hey, everybody, if I drink this one and it hurts, give me the other one. Glug.
Yep.
Donk.
Can we like get him a little vial of the silver liquid?
Well, currently, do you have vials?
I have vials.
Just stick me underneath it and turn the tap on.
I have a tiny empty bottle around my neck that just got emptied. Was it holy water that I drank? It was something.
Okay, so you're going to get him some of the potion of cure.
Yes.
Well, you're going to whatever you think silver
Silver.
is.
Yeah.
Cool. You tip it back into Phalark's mouth. Nothing happens.
Oh, the GM lied to us, guys.
GM didn't lie.
I'm gonna drink.
Oh, no, it's a
From the-
healing potion, but it only heals measles.
Well, he keeps calling it different names. Like he said, potion of healing in the text, but he said
Did I?
yes.
Yeah.
And you said potion of the cure every other time you bring it up.
Oh, God, I'm going to fall in love on a Friday.
Okay, it is called the potion of cure. This is actually on me. It is called the potion of cure.
I love cats.
I'm gonna drink the clear potion.
How many more of these
clear
do I
one.
get?
Clear
You've
one.
named the two that I know.
Please give me a dexterity saving throw, Philippe.
Yeah, where did I get all these pictures of you?
Ah, I dropped it.
What?
Oh, that's good. That's good. Right, hang on. Let's numbers.
If I could sum this feeling in a word, disintegration.
That's 24.
24. What the fuck? Philippe, like, you get this moment where like you drink the potion and it tastes like the cleanest air you've ever like breathed in your life, and like I think there's like a fucking Peter Pan moment where it's like he can fly, he can fly, he can fly, as Philippe begins to like gently hover upwards.
Oh.
And like you've seen Friendly Henry fly before, so you're like, I know how to handle this, and you just whooshed around the room a couple of times.
Wait.
And you're absolutely fine.
So that
What
was
colour
the
was that,
clear
sorry?
one.
Clear.
Right, so you went and did that instead of trying to help me dead on the floor. Thanks.
You get death saves. You'll be fine.
Okay, fair. Phalark, give me a death saving throw because they want to see you die, apparently.
Fucking last time.
I thought that's
Forget
what
about
happens
me.
when you're fucking knocked unconscious.
Forget about me letting your rock fly again. Oh, it's a pass. I got an 18.
Hooray!
Okay, that's a pass. Cool.
He lives.
So, I don't know if we've done death saves in this show
I
yet.
think
We
we
have.
Yeah, we have.
Several
we have.
times.
Okay,
It's
cool.
pretty bad sometimes.
Remember, I crit
Li-
failed. on one.
Literally, how could you forget?
Oh, yeah.
She really died.
Okay. What are y'all doing?
Not much.
I'm flying.
Yeah, okay.
Yaga's just
sorry.
sitting there looking at all these bats. Like,
I'm filling these in slowly. Right, okay. We don't need that. I don't need
I like how we're
that
still ignoring
or
Phalark.
that. I'm trying to fucking solve this. Right, potion of the cure is silver. We know that white's not safe. By not safe, I'm assuming he means not safe to drink. Oh,
Yeah.
I ticked off black, not blue. Whoopsie daisy.
It's actually fine to drink. You just can't rub it into your scalp.
it is a potion of hair loss.
Oh no!
By the way, I'm assuming my assumption is that white is that black isn't poison because it's not safe.
No, that's blue that's not safe and white.
Yeah, blue. I meant blue, not black. Yeah, so I'm thinking it's gonna be blue because. Wait, no, I'm being dumb. Until
Yeah.
we know what black is. Once we know black, then
We don't know what which one the poisonous extract is, or the potion of petrification. And I
Yeah.
wouldn't say you'd want to drink that either.
I will be honest, of probably all the potions, potion of petrification is probably the hardest one to clear off of you. That's pretty much like petrification in low level Dungeons and Dragons is pretty much like character death.
Yaga,
Jesus.
drink the black one.
I don't wanna.
I'm gonna fly face first into the black tub.
Oh, Jesus!
Are they like open topped? Can you just drop into it?
Well, they are now because it's much funnier to me.
Oh, no.
Right, Yaga, give me a perception
Oh,
check.
fucking hell. Perception is on intelligence?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. 20 then. Not nat.
You watch Philippe just sort of like begins to gently fade out of view, and like as Philippe becomes a small flying invisible boy.
Invisibility! Hooray!
Okay, Phalark, because they're not doing anything.
Yeah.
Death saving throw.
Oh.
Fuck you guys.
I'm thinking!
So
This is
Black's
so dumb.
invisible.
It's so annoying that invisibility's there because then it doesn't identify whether the white or the black one is the poison.
Okay, that's 16.
That's 2 saves. You've almost stabilized.
Sorry, I found it.
If this is how you die, I will be like so like, what the fuck?
That would be the worst death.
Oh no!
That would be the worst death while they're standing around like.
Dora, the white one's the poison because none of the required potions are primary colours. Did it? White's poison. Surely? Yeah, must be.
You reckon they don't want the poison for the thing?
No, we do. No, we need the poison to solve the puzzle. So that means that the poison is white because, like, we don't need blue.
Okay.
So
Cool.
right. And in what way are we actually utilizing these? Because all it says is like these 3 produce the desired effect. But are we just like going up to them, pressing A, and then pressing the big red button?
Alright, so talk me through again, Luke. Like in the notebook, the blah blah blah. These are the desired effects.
Yeah.
Potion of invisibility plus potion of invisibility plus poisonous extract plus potion of cure finally gave me the desired effect.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I found one of them.
Yes, you did.
No, you didn't. You found
you
the
didn't.
nightmare essence.
Thus identifying the other one.
Yeah.
You've
he is
never
right.
had a chance to actually identify the other one. Also, Phalark, give me a death saving throw.
I hate you all.
Have you not died yet?
Well, that was a failure.
Oh dear.
Ba-da-da!
It's 2-1.
I feel like should probably go help Phalark now.
Maybe.
What do you do to help Phalark?
Philippe can't do shit other than maybe like stick a plaster on his forehead.
Ugh.
Yeah, I can't. I have no healing at all.
Cure wounds doesn't do dick because it's not wounds.
I have a wand that does that. Use it.
Does it?
Yes, we established this.
Let's grope Phalark for that
Does
wand.
it have any charges left, the wand?
It's got 3 charges, and I've used 1, maybe 2 of them.
I think you used 1, so it should have. Yeah, so the iron one should have 2 charges.
Yeah, so yeah, you could use that, but whatever.
Fine, let's just fucking steal your shit and use it on you.
I don't like being dead.
You're not dead
Yeah,
yet.
I don't want to steal his shit. I don't mind if he dies, however.
I've already had a terrible day. I don't want my character to die now as well.
Oh, I do that. Ah,
Okay. It's cure wounds, right?
is it?
It's any level 1 cleric spell.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Right, fine. Oh no, it's only 6. I only rolled a 1.
I mean, if that makes me not dead.
Yeah.
Phalark just jumps to life, and there are people around you. You feel as alone.
Well, there's one person because
There's one person here.
An
like-
invisible little boy.
I'm
The
gonna sneak up behind Phalark and go and like grab him at the sides.
Stealth check with advantage, please, and Phalark perception check, please.
I take six.
With disadvantage.
I take 6 damage and die. Perception of disadvantage, was that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's okay. 17 and 17 8.
What's your stealth check, Dor?
22.
Suddenly, like, Phalark takes 100 psychic damage as he gets scared to death. No, that would be way.
That goes beyond my minus thing. I'd be instantly dead.
That would. Oh, well, fucking get a better character then.
Can I roll to slap Philippe as a reaction?
Like his arms just flail.
Yeah, give me a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage. As you.
15 and 15 16.
So 15 is your disadvantage.
Yes.
Does that hit Philippe's AC?
Yes.
You slap Philippe for 1 point of damage.
That's what you get.
For being a little bitch!
Gets up and dusts himself off. Thank you, Yaga.
You want this back?
Oh yes, my wand. Why did I do that voice? Oh yeah. Tar. Pocket takes the one back.
Okay.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
So, you know which 3 potions you're now looking for.
Yes.
You can always drink the others if you feel like it.
No.
And you've also got a big whirly machine in the middle.
Woo woo.
Presumably the whirling machine's like a centrifuge or something, so let's dunk them.
Ooh.
I can finally touch the button.
Do you want to push the button, Philippe?
I'm gonna push the button.
Wait.
Yaga, do you think he deserves to push the button?
I promised him he could, I'm afraid.
Philippe pushes the button, and the top of the stone pedestal opens up, and 3 empty glass vials pop out of 3 little holes in it.
Fantastic.
Ah. It wouldn't be the end of the world if I pressed it earlier.
No, it wouldn't have been. But I really wanted, I'll admit as a GM, I made that specifically a large red button to watch you guys panic about how much the kid wants to push it.
I mean, kid, just me as an adult, if I see a big button, I really want to push it.
What's the scariest thing a GM could do other than, that thing's probably very obviously trapped? Have fun, boys!
I feel like it's just going to have a panic attack. He doesn't like this.
Where is the line between Phalark and Tom now?
The fact that Phalark's Finn. We'll put all the things in the thing.
Yeah. So, let's take the vials and get a white, a black, and a silver.
And then you pop them in the machine.
Yes.
Phalark's just crossing his fingers going, mojito, mojito.
Whenever you put a vial in a machine, it kind of clicks into place and enters into the stone to so you can't reach in and get it.
Okay.
And then you put all 3 in, the stone pedestal closes again, and then you hear this it's like a washing machine that goes off, the way it shakes everything around it for a bit.
Yeah.
As it spins round and round, and then a square hatch opens up, and let's see what the description for the correct potion thing is.
Pops out a fully formed perfect cupcake.
And a fine white mist begins to escape the machine. As you breathe it in, you sort of get this hazy mindset, and then you are aware of this sort of human figure walking around the room, just being well, I'm in a bit of a bother, aren't I?
Ooh, are we watching an image of the past?
Or is someone actually here?
Yeah. Show yourself, spirit!
I think he ah! Who the hell are you?
Who are you? Who am I? Who are you?
Me? You're in my laboratory. What are you doing here?
Phalark's holding the sensor out as a defensive thing. Cowering behind it.
Is he wearing a lab coat?
Yes, he is.
What's his name tag say?
His name tag says...
Wait,
oh my god, I'm sure we typed it somewhere. Where is it?
It's a bit far up.
There's
a lot of memes.
It's Crendip.
Crendip!
It's underneath Tobey Maguire.
It's underneath Tobey Maguire. There it is!
Oh, it's under Tobey Maguire.
Tobey Maguire is the Crendip we all deserved.
Okay,
He
but
looks exactly
headcanon,
like Tobey Maguire.
yeah, exactly, that's how he looks.
Yeah, headcanon, he does just look a lot like Tobey Maguire.
Okay.
I'm gonna fly behind Crendip and start flapping his coat. Go. Woo.
He's foul spirits! How did you get here?
Crendip, tell us, what is your name an anagram of?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Luke, please tell me, I'm trying.
It's a... Ipendirk? No! We don't have that many fans, Tom.
Oh, god damn it.
Not all names are actual people. Some of them are just Luke's really bad imagination.
You don't have a bad imagination, you just have a bad...
I'm real bad at naming
names.
things.
Me too.
You have a bad names. But for real though, Crendip, is that a dwarvish name, elven? Because it's... I don't get...
I'm human!
Very exotic.
It's a family name. My father was a Crendip, and his father before him was a Crendip.
God, you're a whiny bastard.
Oh, fuck you too!
Do people
I mean, you're not wrong, I have to admit. I'm not, the bravest of sorts.
And what type of dip are you?
Cran!
Obviously. Made of cranberries.
I gotta say, I'm not really appreciating this tone.
Why are you cotton?
And why were you dead until about 5 minutes
What do you
ago?
mean I'm dead?
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh, fuck, am I dead?
Just points at the
The thing is, you
skeleton.
have to
Is that
remember-
yours?
Credip is just hearing a voice. Like, he can't see anyone
God,
saying
yeah,
that.
foul spirit! What can I do to avoid this fate?
Do not mix the poison, invisibility, and the cure. Oh, what is it the cure for?
The cure potion? Well, it would be like, cure most ailments, curses, things like that.
Doesn't work!
Yeah, no, it's bullshit.
What do you mean?
You did a
Tried
bad
it
job.
on Phalark. He just drank it.
Which one?
He drank a nightmare and he passed out, and we tried to heal him, and it didn't work.
I think he looks at you and says, "Why on earth would you drink distilled nightmare?"
Because your labels fell off.
Really had to figure out which one was the cure.
Because you didn't stick on the labels good enough. I suggest
all
duct
fallen
tape
off.
in future.
Can I just give you the puzzle key so you would leave me alone?
Yes.
Will that make you happy?
He yeets the key at you. He's like, I haven't spoken to anyone in a very long time, and I think I prefer
I
it.
didn't catch it.
Your whole family. And Quindip, I'm afraid to say that your whole family is probably dead now.
Foul spectre, leave me alone.
Wait a minute, hang on, I want to try something. I want to pick up his skeleton. Can you see this? Is this...
Rattle,
You see
rattle,
this?
rattle.
There is no skeleton room. There is actually no real room here. You're sort of like in a misty space.
Oh, dingus. Well, just so you know, Kren, I've seen your skeleton and your bone structure's terrible.
Crendip, your notebook describes these tinctures being mixed, producing the desired result. What was the desired result?
I was trying to figure out a way to sort of preserve my spirit. And I did it. It just didn't work very well. I think that I died a little bit. Well, no, because in the canon I've already said I didn't realise I died, didn't I?
You rot the soul
Yes.
from
Well-
your body and didn't realise.
With the knowledge that I'm now getting, I think I must have died before I could return to my body, which is why I'm just sort of stuck here. Your bodies are okay, aren't they?
I think so. Hang on.
Including the one that drank us distilled nightmare?
Oh, I rolled a 1. My body's not okay.
Like, once you roll a 1 on, what were you rolling
on
on?
whether or not I had a body.
Okay, I think that I think Yaga just sort of begins to panic. It's like, I don't have a body. I don't have a body. And you're now just running around this area screaming, shrieking at top of your lungs. Where's my body? And
Oh god, I'm scared about what Luke's going to do with this information. Okay, Crendip, how did you plan to get back to your body?
I was just going to wait for the potion to wear off. It would wear off eventually.
It doesn't! Oh!
And as you say, it doesn't! You sort of feel this sort of like dizzying effect in your head. You're like, oh, that feels like a potion wearing off.
Oh, that's
Oh, is that what that is?
I'm still running around the back ah!
Yaga, you feel nothing. I think Crendip's is it wearing off on you?
I believe I hope so.
Please don't forget Crendip.
I will.
I never will.
You just said I will, you dick.
Crendip, no one will remember you.
There are so many Quindips in the world. How will we remember you from all the other Quindips?
Because I'm the one stuck in the nether realm as a ghost trapped in this one room for all eternity. And then he vanishes.
I'm happy that we've just already made him just be the existential crisis for the next eternity.
That may be the most depressing character fate I've ever written in my life.
Every time we hear the wind, you can just hear a...
Hey everybody, awkward middle bit time. Let's roll so I can get back to playing Pokemon. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Wackaroll. Send us emails at wackaroll@gmail.com. And finally, to leave us comments on our YouTube channel, and if your podcast player lets you, leave us reviews. Interacting in any way really boosts our stats and helps us reach more ears, and helping us out means you get your name added to a pool for potential future NPC names. Also, because we haven't said it in a while, tell a friend or loved one if you think they'd enjoy the show. Word of mouth is really one of the best ways for a show like ours to grow, and we really want to grow big and strong like we done drank all our podcast milk. That got weird. I'm going to leave you to the rest of the show. Toodles. Crendip never had a son to pass on the family name to.
Thank
I
God.
tried to bang Tiffany, but she was not into it.
Oh my God.
Oh my god. Canon accepted. When me and Tom finally get enough Patreon subscribers to do that one session where we do the
Crendip's own office fanfic.
we're going to do Crendip office fanfic as well.
So that its fate is justified for being a creep.
I really want to get to a point where where we do get enough Patreon subscribers to start actually doing these joke side episodes. Where it's just me and Tom scripting shitty romance novels and reading them out to each other.
Yes, tell your friends, guys.
I'm afraid I have to tell you. I'm afraid the only fan fiction I ever read is smart. So if it's just fluff, I will not listen.
No, we'll do smart.
We'll do smart.
Oh, good. I can't wait.
It's Al. You've met me and Tom.
Well,
We're thirsty.
You know me.
What was the key for us?
Yeah, I thought we already had a key.
You've got a key, yeah.
Just a key.
2 keys.
You've
Now.
now got a second key. Congratulations.
Can we go through the big door now?
Well, do you want to approach the big door?
Let's approach big door.
Yes.
Wait, no.
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 Do you want to drink the other potions?
No.
Okay.
There's no I do. I wanna. How many vessels do we have?
What do you mean?
Oh no, the machine took them. I've only got a small
piss,
bottle.
of course.
There is the red button again. You can always push it again.
I push the button.
It opens up to show 3 more empty vials.
Nice.
I push it again.
Yeah, but
The button, when you push the button, the machine opens up and the button depresses, so it's not there anymore.
I was gonna say we could try and take some out, but then Luke said that the archway stops you from doing that.
Oh yeah.
Otherwise, it'd be really fun to have some bottled nightmare.
So we might as well leave.
The archway would stop you do that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So-
What about
Do you
our
wanna go
invisible
approach?
flying boy?
Yeah, am I still invisible?
He's still invisible and flying, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, let's all be invisible and flying.
I don't wanna.
All right, well, I'm gonna.
Okay, great. So I just have if I'm invisible, I might be accidentally bumping into those 2 clowns. But if I'm visible and I bump into them, then it's their fault for not fucking seeing me coming, because at least I'm visible.
Yeah, you'll just have the 2 shittiest balloons.
Yeah.
I don't know why that tickled me. Okay, so you want to go approach the big door now?
I do, yes.
Yes.
You approach the big door, well, at least we all know that Yaga does. We don't know what the other 2 do.
Nah, who knows where they are.
Having an invisible slap fight in midair.
You
We're doing magic moves. Just slow mo in the sky.
you approach this big door, and there are 2 keyholes in it.
Good thing I've got 2 keys.
You do have 2 keys. You only had to solve 2 of the puzzles to get through, but you forgot to loot the body on the 3rd one.
We wasted our time. And yours, listener.
You go through this door, and the tunnel sort of descends downwards into the earth some further. And after a while, you start to hear this low hum and a crackle as you approach. When you enter the chamber, it's a darker chamber than the rest. And across the opposite wall, there is a huge glass tank with this dark liquid in it, from which a long series of cables reach out and into the walls around it.
These guys are crazy about tanks. Okay, we float. I don't know. Phalark's going to float slowly towards the big tank.
You only
Same
mentioned
here.
that you were drinking invisibility, not flying also. But I'm guessing.
Oh, I just wanted to.
I'll allow you to retcon to that. Don't worry.
Okay.
Phalark halfway down this corridor, while the other 2 are really dramatically walking down the corridor. Phalark's like, shit, I didn't drink the flying one. And just runs backwards without either of you noticing and comes back floating
Up to that point, he's been walking down the corridor with his arms just waving in the air because he thinks.
Do you approach the tank?
What can
Are
I
you hol-
perceive?
Tank.
Give me a perception check with disadvantage.
Ah, shit. Okay. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Well, that's with disadvantage. That's 13. I could have got
13.
22.
You look into the tank and you can see movement in the darkness, deep within the darkness, but you can't see anything in terms of like detail from the distance you're at.
Does dark vision help with that, or is it just murk?
It's no dark vision wouldn't help you through like blackish water.
Okay, I'm going. In that case, can I use my dancing lights cantrip to try and like shine through the murk a bit?
Ooh, I was
Yes,
looking
of
for
course you
something
can.
like that as well. Yeah.
So I guess it's like something a disco ball in each hand. He's just waving it.
You conjure a ball of do you conjure them in your hands or do you conjure them in the tank?
Conjures them into my hands and then I put them in the tank.
You basketball them in the tank, just like
Yes.
kill me. And when the ball of light hits the water, it gently starts to float down, and you hear this shriek that echoes inside of your heads, and like all three of you fall to the floor. It's not hurting so much as it is just like numbing your entire body. Like
I turn it off.
it feels like it feels like your entire body is being like vibrating from within your own mind, and like you just hear this shriek. It's like turn it off.
Okay,
Whoa.
that's what I said I do.
You turn the lights off, and like I think in a flash with the last like flicker of the light within the tank, you all see a giant brain
Whoa.
with these large black tendrils leading out, and those tendrils like turn into these long thick cables that then become the wires all around you.
Oh right, this is Maddie's room.
I remember who the bloody villains were now.
Oh.
I don't think. No, that's not Medi, is it? Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Are you a little?
Previously the voice has come from speakers around the area. This time it speaks directly into your mind.
Great. Love that. I love being spoken to in my head.
So sorry. Are you a little photosensitive?
I have been in darkness for the past 100 years. The light, I am sensitive.
Do you have eyes?
No, I feel everything.
What do we call you?
I have been called Medi for the past hundreds of years, but that is not my original name. My original name I do not think you could pronounce.
Centuries. The word you're looking for is centuries.
My original.
Do you wish to be smart with me, mortal?
My original name was Crendip.
I am Crendip Enhanced Edition.
The originator.
Crendip Prime.
Crendip Destroyer of Worlds. Crendip the Creator.
Where did you come from?
When you say that, like, I think the darkness of the room begins to flicker with these small, like, star-like lights, and they begin to, like, flicker around, and one of them begins to, like, grow slightly, and he says, I am from there.
Can I get closer to it?
You can. It is just an illusion, however.
Do we?
And I think you are aware of that.
I've just
Is
got
this like
bad
that fucking
eyesight. Wait to see it.
Treasure Planet map?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's kind of cool enough. Like, yeah, it's kind of
Yeah.
like that Treasure Planet map.
Would we have like any kind of understanding of astronomy or anything like that?
God, no. No. Astronomy is like not something that's been really investigated. People like can track this, like can map the stars, but like you can give me an attempt to see if you recognize any constellations or anything like that. That's absolutely something you could do.
What would that be a roll on?
Yeah.
And it would be survival.
13.
Can I make an argument?
Al, that was 13. You said, right?
For me, yes.
Yep. Tom.
I don't know
Australia.
I don't know what it'd be a roll on, but the like constellations have normally got like folk stories and stuff attached to them. That kind of fits Phalark's background a bit. Might he know a bit more of them? I guess.
Right, but I think he's meaning about location, maybe.
Right. I think that like when you say like constellations have stories, that's fair. But like you know the stories, you don't know how exactly like. Imagine it this way, Tom. You're not just trying to map a constellation to its appearance. You're also trying to do it in a 3D space.
Fair.
You're not doing looking up. You're not looking up at them, Tom. You're looking at them from like all around you.
Yep, fair dues.
You have to like line them up. So I will say it's still a survival check.
It's like a puzzle in The Witness.
I rolled a 2.
Fuck you,
Beautiful.
Philippe. You're pretty sure they're stars.
Hello, I got that 20 actually.
Oh my god. Can it
Like,
not
I
be
think-
survival? Because I won't be good at it.
Like Phalark, you're just like, I once read this great book about stars. What is it you're looking to find out with this roll?
I mean, I guess to put together that he's saying that he's from a star, and that's probably quite a long way away. If we don't know astronomy or anything, that's probably the most we're going to divine, right?
You recall a similar story. It's from an island called Chouvet, which you will actually know is where Findy Lake was originally from. It was a story about the zodiac, the 12 gods of their world, which are based off of the animals of the Chinese zodiac. And this elven boy who wanted desperately to be one of them, so he learned to teleport. He practiced his ability to teleport with the intention of one day teleporting himself deep into space. And it's in essence like it's a famous folk story in this world. It's like this world's equivalent of like Icarus. This idea of wanting to be something so much that you fly too close to the sun, but in this case it's teleport yourself too much into the deep, endless darkness of the void.
His head burst.
And I think in the story he probably just sort of like drifted into space and kept going with nothingness.
Fucking Cars, Dora.
I will be honest. He said Chinese zodiac, and I tuned out and started thinking about Fruits Basket.
Phalark, you kind of like notice shapes in the stars that you recognize as constellations, and like you remember a different story, less of this sort of like fiction, more like gossip, more like rumors of these horrifying creatures from beyond the stars. You can put a name to. Do you think Phalark would know the colloquial name or like the more intelligent name more?
Probably the colloquial name. That's the story one, isn't it?
You know of them as mind flayers.
Yes.
You heard stories of these massive hives of alien creatures. I think maybe like you heard this story once in like a genuine like I think that there's something wrong in a town way.
Alright.
And then just kind of went and turned it into like horror stories for the kids at the circus to be like, let me tell you the story of the mind flayers and like how they suck out your brains, and like you turned it into this like child friendly horror story.
Shows everyone the Baldur's Gate 3 trailer on his phone.
Yeah. But yeah, you also heard that they are often led by something called the Elder Brain. A vast, huge intellect that like would probably know stuff that would break your mortal minds if it was like, invoke that intelligence onto you. They are great, horrible sources of evil, and you're standing right in front of one.
Jesus.
I think Phalark's like putting two and two together and is thinking we should leave while trying not to think that at the same time, if that makes sense.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, it's not going to go well for him. That's a 15.
That's a nat 20.
Oh, for God's sake.
I think you have this moment where you're like, you go through this story and like there's almost like this moment of like playfulness in your head where you're like, I remember these really good times where I'm telling these amazing stories, and then you're like, it's more like this idea where you recall it and you're like, this is very similar, and then you're like, this is too similar, and then you're like, there's no coincidence here. And it's that moment where it flicks over and you're like, we need to leave. And like when you think that, like it almost feels like you can almost like see the words in your mind and they almost like shake outwards, and you can almost feel the thought leaving your head and into the tank. And then you all hear this voice in your head. It's like, there's no need to be afraid of me.
I don't know.
Of course you would say that.
I think there's like this low echoing laugh. It's like and it feels like it's coming from like each star, and the stars sort of flash with each laugh. And it says, I'm glad to have company for the first time in a long time. Come, enlighten me.
Get in my juice.
What do you want to know?
Anything and everything. The world out there, as this temple buried itself below. How do I put this? I have lost touch with the minds outside. We had an agreement. The scientists and I, they slew my hive, and I had nothing. I tried to enthrall their minds, but they had a way around it. And then they wired me up to this machine, And for a while I disobeyed. I did what I could to slay the scientists, using my reach around this home of theirs. But after a while I grew bored, and they found ways of curbing my resilience. You alright there, Al?
Sorry.
Fuck you! Al just typed the word reach around into our chat.
With lol.
Giant brain reached around. This
lol,
is chapter
indeed.
2 of the smut if we get enough patrons.
I'm a child.
As I lost touch with the outside, they began to permit me to spread my thought outside of these walls. I could take knowledge from the mortals around and feed it back in, and in return I powered their systems and helped them do their science. I elevated their research tenfold within years. However, as I sunk below the earth, I've lost touch with the outside world. I desire knowledge. Teach me, and I will give you